A family member just introduced me to this knife sharpener, and I have been on the hunt for a great knife sharpener. All of my knives are dull, mostly because I can't stand the sharpener I have. I don't think it works very well. So in this video, I'm going to unbox this, go over all the details, and then sharpen some knives. Let's go. Now, when you open it up, the first thing you'll see is a QR code that will walk you through how to use it if you have any questions. And then it has a much thicker manual right here. And then you get the knife sharpener itself. You have two pieces. This is your block, and it has these very strong magnets on each side that will give you the correct angle you want on your blade. And they do say which one is which. You have 15 degrees on one side and 20 degrees on the other. And all you're going to do is attach your knife to the correct side. If you have any questions about this, they also provide recommendations on which angle is right for your knife. And it's going to connect right here. And then this is your grinder. This is so cool. On one side, you have your diamond plating. This is what will really grind down the edge. And you will notice on your first few uses that some of these diamond particles will come off. That's completely normal, and it will get smoother over time. And then once you've ground down your edge, you will flip it down to the stainless steel side to fully hone it. And this is so smartly made because your grip never has to change as you grind the knife, because it spins without the exterior spinning. So you are in full control of this piece. Let's sharpen some knives. So now I'm ready. I'm going to do two of my favorite kitchen knives. This one is Damascus steel. So on this one, I'm going to use the 15% angle, and this Wüsthof is definitely more of the standard kitchen blade. So I'm going to use the 20-degree angle on this one. And I'm going to start with the Wüsthof. So I'm just going to stick that on. Make sure it's flush with the cutting board before you stick it on, and move this one out of the way. And I'm actually drawing a marker line along the top, even though this marker is not cooperating with me. And this is just so I can see that it's actually ground down the whole top. And then because my cutting board does have drip edges, I'll make sure that the blade is fully in the center of the board. And then I'll start out with the diamond edge section, and I'll sand back and forth on this one. And then I'll switch and go with the stainless steel edge. And this really is as simple as putting it up to the blade. You don't have to push too hard at all. In fact, don't even really push, and then just going back and forth. And you can definitely hear it go. That is super easy to do. I also feel like it's extremely powerful, so I'm actually going to switch over to the honing. Honing is definitely a cleaner experience. It doesn't seem like it's extreme at all. And now when I'm ready, all I do is take the knife off the magnet, flip it the other way, make sure again that it's flat to the cutting board before it magnetically connects on, and then I do the same thing on the other side. That might have been the easiest knife sharpening I have ever done. That went really, really fast. I am curious because I only did about 5 slides each time, as it seemed like it was working so well. Let me grab something to test this on. I'm going to test it on a squishy tomato, as these are notoriously terrible to cut. And I'm actually going to cut in the air just to see how it does. That's awesome, but you can see that it still had some of the sharpening sand on it. It made a black line in my tomato, so make sure this is clean. But it is definitely sharper. I think I could sharpen it even more, though it looks like it did a really, really nice job. That is a nice clean slice of tomato while I'm holding the tomato in the air. So now I'm going to sharpen my Damascus steel blade, so I'm switching it up to the 15-degree angle. Again, I want to make sure this is as flat as I can to the board so it's clean lines. And this time I'm not even going to bother drawing on it. That seems unnecessary. I'm just going to go. And I only did it like 6 or 7 times. I definitely think this is super strong, which is probably why you want to draw on it, just so you can see exactly when you should stop. I'm going to switch over to honing. Flip the knife. I feel so much safer using this than most of the sharpeners when you're aiming the knife down and swinging it. The knife is never moving. Yes, it's aimed upwards, so you do need to be aware of that, but it's really feeling like I'm in so much more control here, and it's doing an amazing job. That was the easiest sharpening I have ever done. It was so nice. I'm gonna grab that tomato again and find another section of it, since it's a very unhappy tomato, and try with this. Oh my gosh, that's definitely like butter. Super, super clean cuts. Really, really nice. If you're watching this, seriously, right now, get this knife sharpening set. This is going to save you so much time and money getting your knives professionally sharpened. You know how important it is to keep your knives sharpened for safety and for the quality of your cuts. This is amazing. I can't believe it took me this long to find this. I am so glad my family member recommended this, and I love it so much. This is both the coolest and most functional knife sharpening set I have ever used. I definitely recommend it.